An instantly hummable song, a song that's a genuine viral hit, an impressive trailer, and I couldn't wait to watch director Rohit Padaki's Ekka. Hi, I'm Kairam Vaashi and this is The Hollywood Reporter India. The first half of Ekka delivers a powerful image. The hero Muttu is holding a young girl close to him during a fight. He is pushing away the villains, still holding her tight. And at that moment, it hit me. The girl is more than just a girl. She is a metaphor. She represents the child inside him. Mutturaj is physically powerful, capable of taking down multiple bad guys. But at that moment, he's just begging, literally pleading for an answer. This hero, who's a good-hearted soul at his core, shifts dramatically to a stone-hearted criminal to whom a plea wouldn't matter anymore. His desire is simple. He wants to live a peaceful life with his mother in their village, surrounded by friends. All he wants is to sleep in his mother's arms like a child. Perhaps that is why his name is Mutturaj. Muttu means pearl, a rare and valuable symbol of purity. And of course, we all know Yuva Rajkumar's grandfather was also Mutturaj, the great Dr. Rajkumar himself. The core theme of Ekka revolves around the coexistence of a child and a beast within us. It's important, the film argues, that we keep those two sides separate, much like we separate dry and wet waste. The idea of garbage is ironically fresh, while the theme itself isn't exactly new, especially for Kannada cinema where underworld themed films often explore similar territory. The story follows the classic template. A good man moves to the city, befriends someone, gets a job, gets slowly entangled in the underworld. Of course, a gang lord takes him under his wing, and then there's the obligatory cop who's trying to clean up the city. Now, Ekka sticking to a familiar template isn't the issue here. The problem is, it doesn't take the formula and do something unique or fun with it. Instead, it becomes a bit too predictable, utterly unconvincing at times, and doesn't do enough to make us really care about the characters, their motivations, or their relationships. And as for Muttu's transformation from the child to the beast, it could have been more internal, more psychological. We needed to see more of what was going on in his mind. Instead, the film feels more plot-driven, which in this case, like I said, is mostly predictable. Director Suri's influence is noticeable here. Ekka echoes the tone of some of his past works, which could also be because the cinematography here is done by Satya Hegde and music by Charan Raj, both of whom are frequent collaborators with Suri. There are some solid one-liners, but overall, the film feels a bit too safe in its choices. It leans on easy tactics like expletives, which, while effective, doesn't do much to elevate the narrative. There's an emotional moment that feels a little too forced. A scene that might get you to shed a tear, but it's a bit of a struggle to get there. A more subtle approach in writing would have helped. One of the characters gives away the emotional payoff through dialogue too early, which later undermines the impact. What could have saved the writing flaws is a brilliant performance, but unfortunately, Ekka doesn't quite hit the mark on that front either. Yuva Rajkumar does show improvement compared to his debut film Yuva, but there's still a gap. He falls just short of being the character we can fully invest in. However, it's Charan Raj who pulls out an ace, Ekka. Thanks to lyricist Nagarjun Sharma as well, Ekka Mar and Bangal Bangari are standout tracks which come to life even more on the big screen. The folk and the pathos songs are solid as well, adding a nice balance to the soundtrack. Charan's background score brings a nice mix of experimentation, much like Tagaru and Popcorn Monkey Tiger. But here, he also leans into the sentimental zone, which works quite well for the film. On the action front, there's useful energy. The rain fight, the interval sequence, and the climax all have a good intensity to them. Purnachandra Mysore's performance adds to this energy, and while the action sequences are executed well, the film could have benefited from more of that raw spirit throughout. Ekka marks the 50th year of Vajreshwari Films, and with 3 reputed production houses backing it, you would expect more. Unfortunately, the final product doesn't live up to the promise. So, the THR India bottom line is, Ekka feels like a two of a kind, but not quite a royal flush. For more reviews like this, subscribe to The Hollywood Reporter India.